You want a war? You're gonna get one.
Drop it.
What was that? He had no time for one more play.
They had an opportunity to win that game at the end.
But the referee screwed us. The brother screwed us.
I'm upset, but
The brother screwed us.
At least they fought back and tried.
only Cowboys game.
You
The brother
literally.
screwed us. The brother screwed us. We had one man opportunity for one more play.
Dallas still stinks. Yo, what do it? Cake Take back here, and my God, it feels like it's been forever since we have streamed. What is going on, everybody? Hope you guys are doing well. Hope you're hanging in there. It's been a while, that's for sure, but it feels good to get back at it. Mean Metal Mike, what's up? Jeff Freeland, EJB, what's going on? Kamos. Is it Kamos? Yeah, F Dallas, I agree. Jay Tyler, what's going on? Greg, Dave Dust. Thank you guys for being here. On the Hunt, Sylvan, Lewis, Original. Thank you for being here. And anybody I missed, I appreciate you guys being here. First, I guess we'll jump into the news of today, what's kind of going on, before I hand it over to you guys. But I don't know if you guys saw this. Ari Miroff, whoever his name is, said that Pound Eagles will interview Cardinals passing game specialist Connor Sanger today for their quarterback coach position. Sanger, just 30, is one of the league's up-and-coming coaches. Okay. I mean, I don't know much about him. Here's what was written about him. I believe this was who was this? I can't remember. But so Eagles will interview Connor Sanger Wednesday for the position of quarterback coach, according to Ari Miroff, the 33rd team. Sanger, 30, is a former college quarterback at Wisconsin and Wisconsin Oshkosh. He is regarded as a rising star in the coaching ranks after 3 seasons with the Cardinals, where he quickly advanced from quality control to assistant quarterback coach to finally passing game coordinator in 2025. So that's who's coming in to interview for quarterback coach. I think it's interesting that he could be the third guy on the team that is a passing game coordinator. Right? You have your new offensive coordinator you have the Grizzard from Tampa, and then you have this guy. I think we're going to see a brand new offense. I'm really, really excited about that. And I hope this somehow the Eagles can keep A.J. Brown. And, to me, that's probably the biggest decision they got to make. And I would keep him. I would keep him if I can. But if he can't, my question to you guys is, what can you get for him? What do you think is realistic expectations to get for A.J. Brown? And with that, I'm just going to start answering questions. Dave Does, what's going on, my man? How are you? Yeah, A.J. stuff it's we don't know a lot yet. We kind of got to, I feel like we're in a holding pattern right now. I just feel like right now, we got our offensive coordinator. It looks like we're going to have Fangio back for one more year. But it's like with the Super Bowl not even being played yet, it's I feel like we're just kind of all in limbo, Are we going to talk about AJ being traded all season again? I hope not. I hope not. Why is Mark Holmes making videos about CeeDee Lamb wants to be an Eagle? What? I don't know what he's talking about, dude. That guy just comes up with the most weirdest. He'll take one word of one sentence, of one paragraph, of one story or one video, and he'll turn it into something it's not. He's crazy, I think. I'll be seeing Mark today. I'll be on whatchamacallit tonight, or this afternoon, Celio show. Pin, what's going on? How are you? JP, what's going on with you, my man? Some Black Nation, it's been a while, man. It feels like it's been forever. Marco's being clickbait as hell, Eagles viewers. Oh, I know. He's got nothing else to talk about, right? There's nothing to talk about really that much right now. It's hard to do videos when you're just in that, You haven't even had the Super Bowl yet, you know? A.J. Brown to the Giants for Darius Slayton, some picks. Oh, that would be horrible. I would never, ever trade. If I trade A.J. Brown, he's going to AFC. He's not going to... He has a much better chance to go to New England than the Giants. Keep it, A.J. I hope to God. Me too. Well, that was weird. Best play we have to keep AJ unless the deal really sweet. I mean, like, what would you give up for him? Like I heard, was it 97.5? They're talking about a back end 2 to a really good team or a 3. See, I think it's more of a back end 3 to a 4. I mean, who's going to give you something for him, you know? I mean, what can you realistically get to him? I think you're better off just keeping AJ Brown and then seeing what this offensive coordinator can do, you know? Eddie says, well, that's the post-June cap hit. If nothing can't be done, this would be the time to do it. They ate the dead money for Carson. They did. They ate a lot of dead money for Carson. But remember, they also got a first-round pick for him. You know? So, like, they got a first-round pick in return for Carson Wentz. I don't think you're going to get a first-round pick for A.J. Brown. You know? It's just because CD and Hurts were getting along and having fun at the Pro Bowl. Well, I mean, doesn't he know that they're friends from college? He's stupid. He's just stupid. Yo, Philly, have you seen anything out there, AJ in person saying that he wants to be traded? I have not seen anything from AJ Brown personally. No, I haven't heard anything except for the stuff that has leaked. We need to trade AJ. Our first round pick will be a wide receiver too. Smitty finally be our wide receiver. Do you trust the Eagles to draft a wide receiver? I mean, the only good wide receiver they've ever drafted that I can think of is Devontae Smith. That was kind of a no-miss in my opinion. They traded for A.J. Brown, but other than that, they haven't drafted receivers well at all. So that would worry me. Dak and Jalen were buds last night. You could tell Mark can be buds. Me and Mark could be buds today. Yeah. Well, I didn't even watch the Pro Bowl. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not watching flag football Pro Bowl. It just looks horrible to me. I can't do it, dude. They should just get rid of it all. You know, go back to like what they used to do, like who could throw the longest and all those things, and stop with this fake football game. Phil, you think the drop-off would be big if Clint Hurtt takes over defensive coordinator? I mean, I think you definitely would get some sort of drop-off. I mean, I like Clint Hurtt. I do. I think he's a good young coach. He was a defensive coordinator in Seattle. I don't think he was all that bad. I just don't think he had the guys. And, I mean, he's done it before. So I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind Clint Hurtt as a defensive coordinator. I credit Clint Hurtt with the way Jordan Davis especially has come along. I think the emergence of Jalix Hunt, I think all those guys have gotten better. And if you go out and you get a Jim Schwartz, well, you're going to have to change your entire scheme. So I think Clint Hurtt would be the right guy. You know, we got 248 people in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you haven't, hit that like. Make sure you subscribe. I appreciate it. I'm jumping on early today. I got a busy day. I'm also going on Cilio Show at 4:30 Eastern. So I wanted to get on here and just be able to talk a little bit because I really didn't have time to make a video today. There's just not much to do videos on right now. I hate to say it. We'll be streaming the Super Bowl this weekend. Joey says, what up, Philly? I think our defensive coordinator successor is the most important thing we have to focus on for the future. I honestly thought Vic was going to be our defensive coordinator for a while, like Stout stays coaching with us. Yeah, I thought we'd get 3 or 4 years out of Fangio. It looks like we're going to get 3. We'll see, but we're going to have to be prepared for it, you know. They're not going to have contact in exhibition games too risky. I mean, they've done it before. They did it for years and years. I mean, the Pro Bowl, back in the 80s and the 90s, the Pro Bowl was pretty good. But it's not the way it is anymore. So why even play? Just go out. Why even play flag? Just name them. You know, have them all gather in like Hawaii. Do your your throwing competition and all those kind of things. You shuttle or whatever they used to do back in the day. And just forget the game altogether. I didn't watch that shit. I couldn't watch it, dude. I got people texting me, did you see Cooper got an interception? I'm like, he don't even have a helmet on. Philly Seals already said Clint Hurt going to be next defensive coordinator next year. Did he? I like that. I wanted Christian Parker or Clint Hurt to replace Fangio. I don't really want Jim Schwartz, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people like him, and I don't think he's a bad defensive coordinator, but some of the things he does drives me nuts. That sticks defense, I want to kill it. The Pro game was fun to watch, was it? The guys were so funny. I saw tension on Dak's face watching Jalen, who was totally relaxed, just having fun. Oh, really? No, see, now maybe I should have watched it. That would have been interesting. AJ isn't getting traded. Maybe if we get some coaches in here, might know what the F they're doing, and a head coach who doesn't have his head up his ass, we wouldn't have a problem with AJ. Yeah, I think if you get the right coach in and you tell him, look, this is what our offense is going to be, and you can get him excited and to buy into it, I think you got a chance to keep him. And I think for the Eagles, value-wise, I don't think you're going to get enough in a trade that makes it worth trading. You know, I just don't. Jesus Hits, man, thank you for the super chat, man. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you so much. That means a lot. He goes, we drafted Deshaun and Macklin. Those were good receivers. Yeah, but I consider those Andy Reid picks. Macklin and Deshaun, I would say those were Andy Reid picks. Howie, I'm trying to think. See, Jordan Matthews, I don't even consider a Howie pick. I consider that a Chip Dip Kelly pick. I think Aguilar was a Chip Dip Kelly pick, maybe a Howie pick, but that's argument. You can argue that one. But Macklin and Deshaun were Andy. Because Andy was the guy, the talent evaluator then. Bro, they played in Hawaii, and it was fun to watch them play in 80-degree weather when it was 20 degrees for half the country. It was. I mean, I like the old 80s and 90s Pro Bowls, but they would hit and stuff, you know? They might not blitz, but I don't know. It was better then. I don't know what happened. In the Pro Bowl, offense, defense played both sides. Chase had a pick 6. I saw that. Yeah, I saw the highlights of it. I just laughed. Yeah, 500, the real deal with AJ when he wants to play. That's true. Is it too late for us to fire? I mean, technically, no, it's not, but they're not going to trade him. I mean, they're not going to fire him. They would have done it already. Sean Taylor ruined the Pro Bowl. Oh, because of his shot? Maybe. The Umbrella Man, J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Would you love to go back to that? I mean, I think it creates a huge problem on offense. Because if you lose Goddard and then you lose A.J. Brown, you've got to replace both those guys. I still think you've got to upgrade your interior offensive line, too. Like, I think you need to go out and get a really, really good right guard. And maybe even draft one. So, I just think it creates more problems than it fixes. You know, who you going to go out and get? You could draft a wide receiver, but you got to go out and sign a guy, too. So, who are you going to get? Like, Brandon Ayuk? I don't want Brandon Ayuk. I don't even know where that guy's head is at. The sad part is that AJ is warning us from the beginning of the season, and no one listened. As soon as it blew up, we blamed AJ. Yeah, a lot of people did. I didn't. I knew. I said he was right from the beginning, and he was. Sick with this says they should turn the Pro Bowl game into NFL Tomorrow game by inviting other league talent to play in the game, since they don't seemingly want their actual players playing. I like that. It's not a bad idea. Are you ready for them to change the NFL into the NFFL, National Flag Football League? Can't wait for Goodell to ruin everything. Yeah, once that happens, then I don't know what we're going to turn this channel into, because I can't watch flag football on TV. How are you doing, Philip? Old Pro Bowl was great. I'm doing great, Jim. Yeah, I love the old Pro Bowl. Then left Pro Bowl players coach them up at their positions. Diana said you would get a 2 after poking around. I'm not trading AJ for a 2. Eating $17 million dead cap money. You're better off keeping AJ instead of trading for peanuts. Well, let's say you trade him for a 2. We're not talking high-end 2, right? I mean, a bad team, like a really, really bad team, why would they want AJ Brown? I can't see that, you know? So most likely the teams that are going to want him are going to be teams like, teams that are competing for a Super Bowl. So a team like New England Patriots, teams like that. I can see them going after AJ Brown, but I don't think like Oakland's going to go after him. Although people think he will, I don't think they would. So you're going to get that's almost like a 3rd round pick. I don't know. I think you're better off just keeping him. Dallas stinks. AJ is staying. Jerry is ancient. That's true. And Mark Holmes needs to keep his Dak in a box. Philly, what are your 2 biggest draft needs? That's a great question. I think there's multiple needs that you need on this team, and you can go any which way. Like, I think you need a cornerback. So, depending upon what you do free agency, you need a corner. I think you need another edge rusher. We'll see what Jalen Phillips, like, if they bring him back or not. I think you need another guard. I think you need a right guard. Like, I think I would probably draft a guard in my first 2 picks. You also need a tight end. So those 3 spots, I think you could go any which way. I also think you need another safety. You might lose. I mean, there's talk that Blankenship is going to end up in Dallas. So, who knows? Sick with it. Thank you for the super chat, my man. I appreciate you so much. Thank you. So trade AJ for just Jefferson number 1 for number 1. Yeah, I mean, I don't think. I mean, you think Minnesota? Why do people really think Minnesota's going to trade Justin Jefferson? I mean, I would do that. That I would be okay with, but I don't think they're going to trade Jefferson. You know what I mean? And thank you for the super chat. Trade AJ for Jalen Reagor, JJ Arcega-Whiteside to replace AJ and Goddard. Convert the umbrella man tight end. Nate Gary replace the. Oh yeah, why don't we just kill Philly 500? Just end me. I mean that's like heart attack waiting to happen. I would lose my mind, dude. I would lose my mind. Who do you think will resign with the extra $20 million cap space this year? Do you think we could make a big splash, a move at edge with free agency resigning? What positions do you think in the first 3 rounds of the draft? That's a lot of questions. Here's what I think. I don't know who they're going to resign. I do think Carter's going to get his extension. I actually think Jordan Davis is going to get an extension. I think Jalen Phillips, I think he's going to walk. But, well, I mean, we'll see. In terms of free agency, I think you're going to see them go defense heavy free agency and then offense heavy in the draft. Now they'll sign offensive players or defense. I'm not saying they'll be all one way or the other, but I think most of your free agency money is going to go towards defense. I think they'll make one big splash signing on defense. I would not be surprised if they try to trade for Myles Garrett. I really wouldn't, or Crosby or something like that. I think you'll see defense heavy free agency. I think you're going to see offense heavy draft. I think you're going to see offensive line early. I think you might even see a wide receiver early. And I think that's how they're going to go about it, in my opinion. But I mean, we'll see. I hope not. I mean, if you talk to people and listen to everybody, it sounds like it's going to happen. It sounds like it's going to happen. But I mean, I don't know. I don't know. Chris vs. the World says we need offensive lineman, offensive tackle to replace Lane. Yeah, you do. You definitely need to replace Lane. The question is will there be a guy like in the first round when you're picking to replace him? Like, I don't want to reach for a right tackle just to reach for him, but we do need to replace him. And there's talk that Becton is going to get cut. Do you bring Becton back? I think I'd bring Becton back, but I'd still draft at least two offensive linemen. And I think I would draft one of the offensive linemen in my first 2 picks. Yeah, I think they got to I think they need to bring in fresh reinforcements on that offensive line. Because I don't know what I don't know if Cam Jurgens going to be healthy next year. I have no idea. This is June Talk. We're doing this now. Oh, well, June Talk. Why is it June Talk? What's June Talk? Why would it be June Talk? Are you trying to say because AJ, they're going to wait till AJ Brown at post-June? You can make 2 post-June moves right now. Right in the offseason. You can do those early and designate them. So it's not really June Talk. Eddie David Super Chat. Do you believe next season Eagles going all in for Barkley? Last year, go all in. Barkley's last year. Fangio's gone. Pending contracts 2027 challenging. Or is the window 2 years? Oh, I think the window's more than that. I don't know how much time Barkley has. Did Barkley just sign a new contract? I don't know how long it was, but I think you got 3 or 4 year window. But I do think you got to do a retooling. Like, I think we saw where we're paying the offense a ton of money. I think that's going to flip now. I think you're going to start paying your defense guys a lot of money, and you're going to get a lot of young offensive players in through the draft. And I don't mind that, to be honest with you. I mean, you keep Devontae Smith, you keep Jalen Hurts. You know, I think Barkley's got 2 years left. Trade and thank you for that super chat, Eddie, man. I appreciate you so much, man. Thank you. That means a lot. Thank you, Eddie. Trade AJ for Patrick Surtain. They won't do it. They're not. Denver's not going to do that. No. Yeah, I did. That's true. I said he was ass. I was so mad. You got to remember though. I was like calf going crazy, dude, because the Cowboys drafted CeeDee Lamb, and I wanted the Eagles to go up and get him, if you remember that. I was just in a bad mood. I can't talk about that try. I want to, but I can't. I want to so bad. But that's where all my throttling started back in 2017. Philly, would you entertain the idea of bringing in Devontae Adams if the Rams let him walk and we trade AJ? If we traded AJ, I would, yeah. If we trade AJ, I mean, I thought Devontae Adams looked like he's got a couple years left. Although he's getting hurt a lot, though. But, yeah. I don't think they're going to re-sign Reed unless he's cheap. Like, I'm hearing Reed to Dallas. And Nakobe Dean, possibly. Then I hear the Cowboy fans, we don't want Nakobe Dean. He's never had the green hat. Yeah, he has had the green. Yes, he has. Where you been? Yes, he did call plays before. Phil, you want Dean or Reed to go? No, I don't want either of them to go to Dallas. I mean, if Reed goes to Dallas, we'll be fine. But I don't want to see Dean go to Dallas. That's for sure. There isn't a single Eagles fan that wants AJ gone. Yeah, I don't think most people do either. I mean, some people are tired of the bull crap, and so they want to get rid of him based on that. But other than that, yeah, I think you're right. Trade Nick for a Gatorade and a number 3 draft. Dude, I'll trade Nick Sirianni for a fingernail. A finger mother humping nail. Mark Holmes' fingernail. I'll trade Nick Sirianni for. I as you guys can tell, I'm a little down on Nick. I'm just a little down on him, man. He's got just some things he did last year really bothered me. Kyle says, I'll Philly round 1 draft, Lomo or Proctor. You put them right at the guard for the year if Lane doesn't retire. No, I like it. Yeah, I like it. I really think you need to upgrade your right guard. I think Steen is like average. Like you know, there was a big drop-off between Steen and Becton, you know? Yeah, if Myles Garrett to get it, I bet it is, yeah. I mean, the only reason that you're going to hear Myles is because the Eagles tried to get him. I mean, I 100% believe the Eagles offered what they offered for Myles Garrett. I totally believe that was true. I say draft cornerback Adarius Pickett. He's the best corner pound for pound coming out this year. I'm telling you, Bull is out of a beast. He'll be starting instantly. Is he a first-round pick? I mean, I haven't done my homework on the draft guys yet, so I don't know. But is he? Would he consider him a first-round pick? I agree. They go cheap on offense and heavy on defense. We all know things are going to flip on its head one day, and where defense is paid more than the offense. And I kind of don't mind that, you know. Like I feel like getting some young talent on offense with some jump and pop. I don't mind it at all. You know, I definitely wouldn't mind it. Trading AJ is damn near impossible with the cap hits. Reporters need to click since it's the all season. Yeah, it's pretty hard. Now they could trade him and designate him a June 1st hit. They can do that and let him go. But I don't know. I mean, I just don't know what you're going to get. The problem is if you waited till June, let's say June 3rd, you cut A.J. Brown. Nobody who's going to sign or you try to trade him. Nobody. Everybody's going to be capped out. They're going to spend all their money in free agency. They're going to spend all their money with the draft picks, and it's just not going to be a lot for you to get. So they would have to designate him a post June 1st move. Philly, I'm sorry. I know you don't like it. I'm from Germany, and I hope they'll play in Europe next season, but already been to the link many times as well. No, I get it, Martin. Look, if I was in Germany or Europe, I would want them to come to there too. I just hate it for selfish reasons. Completely selfish reasons. If they play in Germany, like what? It's like 5 o'clock, 4:30 in the morning for me. So I have to get up at like 5 to stream. It's like, I don't want that. I missed Super Chat? No way. Oh, I read it. I did read this, Eddie. I don't know if you were. I did read this. It said, do you believe the season Eagles going all Barkley? Fangio is going pending contract. 27 looks challenging, or is the window 2 years? Yeah, I did answer this. And I thank you for the Super Chat. What I said earlier was, I don't think the window is 2 years. I think it's about 3 or 4. I'm not sure exactly when Barkley is in his last year. He did get a new contract last offseason. So I'd have to look at that. Fangio will be gone. But I think a few tweaks here and there. I think you got another 2 to 4 years left. And the reason I say it is because the defense is so young. Like I think this is an extremely talented defense, and it's young. So I think that's going to keep you in the battle. But you got to tweak some stuff. You got to get a tight end. You're going to have to figure out the receiver position, and we got to go from there. John McMullen said we can't get a draft pick this year okay. So you could probably trade them, but so you could do the trade early. So what you're saying, you could do the trade before June, technically, or not technically, but unofficially do trade, then you can't get a pick to that next draft. That's even less likely that they would trade him, though, right? That to me, like, decreases the chances of them trading him. I don't think they're going to trade him, dude. Dennis says, 500, what's going on, brother? Is it the Combine this month? Yeah, Combine is at the end of February. That is true. Yeah, I mean, like I said beginning of this, like right now, I feel like we're kind of like in a holding pattern right now because the Super Bowl hasn't even happened yet. And, we've got our offensive coordinator. It looks like our defensive coordinator position is set. So really, there's not a lot going on. I feel for Blankenship. He had a down season like a lot of Eagles on both sides of the ball. See, I think Blankenship actually, like, I don't know if they're going to bring him back. Did you guys see that they were apparently already talking to a safety, I guess at the Shrine Bowl or whatever? They're already talking to safeties. So are they preparing for Blankenship to leave? I'm thinking maybe Blankenship will stay because I don't think he's going to cost you that much. The problem with designating A.J. Brown June 1st is that it won't get a draft pick until next year. If we don't designate him June 1st, we get a pick this year, but it'll be worst pick and major cap hit. Yeah, so you can't really. I think I think it's more likely that A.J. Brown's going to stay, and I think that's a great thing. A.J.'s got to get his head right though, and I definitely what you guys say. McMullen said I believe him. Barkley's extension is 2 years till 20. Okay, so Barkley's here through 2028. So he's got three more years. The AJ talk, I know it's frustrating. I know, and I don't like having it either. But when you see everything, all you read is about the Eagles going to trade AJ Brown. Eagles going to trade AJ Brown. I feel like I got to be the voice to come out and say, no, we're not trading them. I don't think so. I want to keep them. I feel like nobody's saying that. At least the stuff I'm reading. It's like, I got to come out and say it. No, we got to keep A.J. Brown. The moment A.J. catches a beautiful pass for 70 yards and a touchdown, we'll be back on here asking why the F we're trading him. Shaking my head. Nothing's wrong with A.J. Nothing's wrong with A.J. I mean, A.J. was upset. He was frustrated. He had a really bad game versus the Niners. I'm not trading A.J. Brown. There's no reason to trade him. a third-round pick, a late second-round pick is not worth it to me. You know? Father Time, AJ knows he's declining skill-wise and is lashing out. Instead of looking inward, AJ needs to learn from Jerry Rice and secure the ball better, run more precise routes. Yeah, there might be something to him being frustrated about that. I don't think he's declining as much as everybody tried to say. I think AJ checked out. I think he was frustrated. His mind wasn't in it. And I think the focus is what hurt him. Nathan says, how are you feeling about Mannion? I watched the Shrine Bowl highlights. I'm not sure. I understand he's very limited install. A lot of West Coast stuff. That's what we've never done. I like the Mannion hire. I like it a lot. And here's why. I think the Eagles, they need a new voice on offense. I think they need just a new philosophy. And he comes from, a great tree, McVay and LaFleur and all those guys. I think it's important to kind of change things up a little bit. And everybody's saying that this kid's a rising star. So I don't mind getting him. I don't mind taking a chance. If you can't get McDaniel and you can't get, one of the top coordinators, I don't want I don't want recycled guys that have been around to multiple teams. Give me somebody new with some upside. So I'm willing to take a chance. But if it don't work out, it's going to fall on Nick Sirianni. When did Devontae have a shot being a receiver? One? Are you talking about a couple weeks? AJ was hurt. That's not good, Brown. Oh, you must be talking about something else. How much does Epps cost a safety? If we lose players, our window is closed for a bit. Imagine if we lose AJ and Lane, we're cooked. Well, Lane would have to retire, but we haven't heard anything. There's only speculation about that. AJ, I don't think they're going to trade, and I think you could replace Blankenship. Remember, Makuba will be in his second year. I think he'll be pretty good. I think you'll need to add a safety, though. Epps is nothing. Epps is cheap. They did not use Jahan Dotson the right way. The kid always open in almost every play. Yeah, they didn't use the third wide receiver at all. And I think he's going to go. I think Dotson goes. I think our boy baby AJ, I think he's going to be your third wide receiver. But you go after Pitts' contract. I would. Yeah, I would actually do it. The problem with Pitts is he can't block, so he's going to be using the passing game. But I still think he's got a lot of upside. Mannion, 70% pass out of shotgun, 70 run under center. What do you mean? He does one or the other? Like the old soul said, everybody plays the fool sometimes. It was just AJ. AJ took the arrows. You know why the team loves him? You know why the players love him? Because he took the arrows for the team. In my opinion, when he spoke up, that was not just AJ doing it for AJ. He was doing it for the team. And those players knew it. And he's the one that stepped up and took the arrows. That's why I think people missed. AJ is worth a late third round pick at most. I'd be happy with a fourth. Well, that's what I'm saying. The third or fourth, I think you're going to get more out of him by keeping him than trading him if that's all you're going to get. The AJ story been the same thing for the last 3 all seasons. AJ Brown's going to get traded. Anybody who doesn't think the team is better with AJ on it, it's horrendous. Yeah. I don't think I think the team is definitely better with him. I don't know, man. It's a lot to give up for him. AJ is upset Nick Sirianni 100%. That's all the frustration. I agree. Blankenship is going to go to the Cowboys more for Gannon and intel rather than playing ability. Well, Parker probably likes him too, right? I mean, Parker probably likes him a lot. Probably trusts him in the secondary. Yeah, I think Blankenship could very well end up there. There's talk Nakobe Dean could end up there too. That I don't want. Cowboy fans are shoo-shooing. I heard them talking. They're shoo-shooing Nakobe Dean. I'm like, God, they don't know what they're talking about. Please do not go to Dallas. My question is, he's going to replace him to AJ. My question is he going to who's going to replace AJ? Devontae Smith as a one? Technically, yes, but to me, I don't look at that as like replacing. You already have Devontae Smith on your team. He's already one of your wide receivers. So he can't replace AJ because he's already one of the guys. So you have to get somebody else completely to replace AJ. And you want to say technically a number one? Yeah, Devontae would technically probably be your number one. But to me, it's not really replacing him. Is AJ declining, or was he literally not getting the ball all year for real? No, I don't think he's declining. I think the declining stuff is overblown. I think AJ mentally tapped out, dude. I'm just going to be honest. I think AJ head was not where it needed to be. Trade AJ, says Tanner. Wow. We got some trade AJs in here. Like Saquon Barkley had this season, Myles Garrett is likely to have a down year next season. Don't trade for him. Yeah, I'd have to look and see what players have done after, that kind of record, setting performance. Like what? Reggie had 21 sacks in 12 games. What did he do the following year? What did Strahan do the following year? It'd be interesting to know. AJ could go to the Raiders, catch pass from Mendoza, and win 3 games a year. Yeah, but the Raiders aren't going to pay. Raiders aren't going to trade for a guy like that. Brooks, thank you for the super chat. Get Miles, Kitzelman, tight end, keep Goddard one more year. I like that. I like the idea of keeping Goddard one more year. We got 446 people in here. Thank you guys so much. Just a reminder, I will be on Big Sill Show today at 4:30. That's why I came on here. One of the reasons I came on here, I'm trying to get back into the morning streams again. But I will be on there later. And Brooks, thank you for that super chat. I don't know the tight end. I have to look him up, but I do like the idea of keeping Goddard one more year. Hey, Phil, do you see Frank Reich to the Jets offensive coordinator? Yeah, I saw that. Dude, anything the Jets do just ruins players and coaches. Like, if I was a player and a coach, I would not want to go to the Jets. I'm very curious, though, why the Eagles didn't get Frank Reich. Like, I thought that was a sure thing. Like, Nick and his relationship, Frank Reich, we know the ownership, and they like Frank. Like, why didn't they get him? I want to know. It's interesting. You think they could trade for a wide receiver since Dotson's likely leaving? Well, yeah, I think they could. I think they'll draft somebody. AJ can't run better routes if Nick and KP don't draw them up. AJ doesn't design. I agree. But you know what? That's going to change. We've got new guys in here. So I think that changes completely. And now you got that Grizzard guy as a passing game coordinator. I mean, he didn't do bad with the Buccaneers receivers. Evans, the Aguabal kid that was a rookie. They had good receivers. So I expect it to be much better. Nick is like a kid amongst men. If you're truly mad at AJ for his tantrums, why isn't anyone just as mad for Nick for acting like a child? That's a great point. Because Nick acts like a way worse child than AJ. That's true. All we need to do on offense is sign Phillips, Dean, and Woolen. Makuba's coming back, and so we'll probably sign safety. Maybe CJ. Can you imagine CJ Gardner-Johnson back again? Dude, I don't mind it. Draft a tight end. Keep Dallas Goedert for a 3-year deal. Let him retire an Eagle. I like they still did that to Ertz. Yeah, I wouldn't mind it either. I thought Dallas Goedert had maybe his best year. I mean, he still gets injured and he can't control that, but yeah, I kind of agree with you. So who won the Super Bowl? I don't know. Part of me would like to see Milt Williams get another one. Then I kind of get a little jealous of why is he getting one in New England? And he should have been in Philly, like kind of thing. Then, like if Sam Darnold wins, I can laugh at Dak about it. I don't know. I guess I just want a good game. I do think the Seahawks are going to win though, but I do want a good game. 500. I know this is a crazy idea and it won't happen, but what do you think of AJ for Lamb? He's 3 years younger. He can finally utilize the slot again and put Cooper on the other side of Smith. It's so hard for me to even contemplate that. He's 3. First of all, I don't think the Cowboys would do it. Second of all, I mean, he would get along with Jalen Hurts. I think CD would get along with the team and stuff, and he would be fine because him and Jalen. But it's hard to imagine. What are the Cowboys going to do with? What are they going to do with Pickens? Is there rumors that Pickens might get traded? Patriots are going to pressure Darnold so much. Yeah, you're probably right. How did we let Doug go and keep this clown Nick at their Super Bowl win? I mean, for real. Well, remember, Doug won a Super Bowl, and then he went to 3 straight playoffs, 3 straight years in a row. And then the 1 year we didn't make it, he got fired. But the biggest reason is that Doug wasn't going to play yes man. Doug was like, no, there's certain guys I want. I'm not going to do what you want with my coaching staff. And the Eagles didn't like it. Nick is a yes man. Franchise tag him? Who? Pickens will be tagged? Man, that's a lot of money. How much is that going to cost him? Like 30-something million? Good for them. They should tag him. I want Milton to get another Super Bowl. However, I really think Seattle wins, honestly. If Bo Nix doesn't get hurt, I had the Broncos win a Super Bowl. Yeah, that Bo Nix injury, that was big, dude. Oh, by the way, missed the live stream 500. Good to hear Birds news from Not The Media. Thank you, my man, Nathan. I appreciate that. It's good to be. I feel like I haven't done these in a long time. Nick is, yeah, he is. Well, he is. That's exactly why Doug got fired, because Doug said, no, I'm not making those changes. We can't sign Goddard back. We need to put money in the defense. Our O-line needs a new center, right guard, offensive tackle, Mulata, Dickerson, Lampkin, Williams. Ooh, Lampkin. Williams, Lane this year. Draft Sadiq and Proctor, first 2 picks. I like it. I like the thinking. I just, like, the tight end worries me, though. Like, man, you got to have a tight end. Hey, Philly, I'm excited about the possibilities next year with the 2 new additions to offense coaching staff. They both were going for the offensive coordinator job. We get both for the price of one. Yeah, I like it, too. I thought that signing Grizzard is his name? The Grizz is what they call him. I mean, he's a great insurance policy. If Mannion's struggling, you have him who has experience. So I like it, you know? And I don't know if you guys saw this. I'll pull this up again. But the Eagles are interviewing Cardinals passing game specialist Connor Sanger today for quarterback coach position. So another passing game coordinator possibly could be coming to the Eagles. That would give them, like 3 guys with the experience if they were to hire him as quarterback coach. Rob Van Dam. The whole effing show. Thank you for the super chat. AJ gone equals Jalen breakout. We don't need toxic energy. Oh, so all right, so we gotta trade AJ guy. All right. It's interesting. You think CD has more diva stuff? Interesting. Feel we could trade a 5th for Mayor or Washington. Both are great blocks. They are. Follow my word, thoughts. The Sixers gave Embiid a contract knowing his health issues. Can the Eagles really make Jalen Carter one of the highest paid defensive tackles knowing he's bilateral shoulder issues? Yes. Yeah. I don't think from everything, and it would depend on what, what the chances of full recovery are. From everything we've heard about the shoulder injury, it's a fully recoverable injury. So yeah, I think it'd be crazy. I think it'd be crazy to let Jalen Carter go, or wait another year. Look how the Cowboys waited like 1 year for Parsons. It went from in the 30s to in the 40s. What he got paid. It's only going to cost you more money not to sign him. I've got to take my chances with Jalen Carter, man, and sign him. You got to trust the guys that you drafted, man. When you draft a guy top 10 like that, you got to trust it. I think these new offensive coordinators need to have meetings with the offense, what their plans are, and what they want to do. So maybe AJ will change his mind. I agree. And I think you have to win him over again. I totally 1,000% agree, Elaine. Maurice says, and thank you for the super chat. Today is a special day, Philly. It's February 4th. We all know what happened that day. Oh, yeah. It is a special day. Eagles should extend more Ojomo. Well, they got one more year with Ojomo, so I think you wait on him. It was obvious that Nick was calling some of the effing plays last year just by the play calling itself. Every time they called the screenplay, it reminded me of Nick calling plays, right? Honestly, I think maybe Mannion being an ex-quarterback will be good fit for you. I do too. I mean, everything we hear about this guy is like great. So I'm with you. 30 and 30 ESPN Flu special. Oh, yeah? That's cool. I'll have to see it. Now we're signing on Carter. That's dumb not to... No, I'm not signing on Carter. Carter can fully recover. He's not leaving here. I'm trying to sign Carter 5-year 100. Me too. I'm signing Carter. I'm signing Carter this all season along with Jordan Davis. I thought Carter looked pretty damn good in the playoff game. I thought he was one of the few guys in the playoff game versus the Niners that looked good. I would love to keep Nakobe Dean. I mean, I don't know how you do it, but I would love to. I'm not saying they will, but I would love to keep him. You know, I just don't know how they're going to do it. Check out Chris Bell. Okay, I will. I will definitely check him out. Yes, sign Carter ASAP. We don't need another. Dallas was trying to steal another player. I know Dallas wants to be us so bad. It's not even funny. It's not even funny. They want Christian Parker. They want Nakobe Dean. They want to trade and get AJ Brown. They want all our guys, dude. They are so jealous of us. And if 439 people in the chat, make sure if you haven't, you hit that like button. You make sure you subscribe. And I appreciate everybody being here. Punch Man, what's going on? I keep Jahad Campbell over Nakobe Dean. Well, you got to keep Jahad Campbell, right? But how much do you think? How many years do you think you got with Zach Bond? That's what I want to know. Because if you think in 2 years he goes, then keep Dean. How can Dean demand half salary? I think we get him on cheap. You might be right. I mean, that may be the best. That may be the situation where Dean doesn't get the money he wants. And this is what you kind of have to hope for. The Dean doesn't get what he wants on the open market. So he comes back to the Eagles on a 1-year deal. That would be the best case scenario. Oh, you got to sign Jordan Davis. I'm telling you right now, they're signing Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis, to me, watching the inside, that whole Hard Knocks thing, the one thing you learn about him is how valuable he is in the locker room. Like, he's a leader. I think he's got Brandon Graham type personality in that locker room. And I think you just have to keep Jordan Davis. There's no way they're going to trade A.J. Brown for that. I think we just frustrated. He's going to be fine. I agree. I'm all for keeping A.J. I'm on record. Keep A.J. Brown. Zach could play edge also if we can't sign Phillips. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how good he was at that in New Orleans, though. I say let Dean walk and let Jahad take those reps. That's the most likely scenario. Yeah. This is Bond's last year. We give him a 3-year contract, but it's really 2 years. Yeah, then keep Dean. It's crazy to think, but Dean is a more important signing than Jordan Davis. Bond is 30 this year, and I don't see us extending him after this year. We get Dean cheap. We can't lose Dean and Bond. Yeah, I agree. I would not mind keeping Bond 1 more year, getting Dean signed, and then eventually giving those linebackers to Campbell and Dean. Can we trade AJ for a first next year? We can move up next year and get Jonas Smith, Ohio State receiver this year, sign Pitts, so we get explosiveness. If AJ is gone, Smith, Cooper, Pitts is good. Yeah, I just don't know. I just don't know if they could get a first round pick for AJ. If they trade him, like they were saying, if they trade him before June 1st, you're going to have to eat a lot of money to get a pick this year. And then if you do the post-June, you could get a draft pick next year. Could it be a first? I don't know if a team would do that. And any team that would do it is a team that thinks that they're going to be good. Dean is. I don't know. I mean, dude. Jordan Davis to me is Jordan Davis a monster, dude. So I heard Howie's number one sign is to keep Jalen Phillips. It might be, and Phillips might be a good. Like I said, if they could get Phillips under 30, I do it. If you could get him for under 30, do it. But if he's like 30 or more, I'm not doing it. Don't forget Munden played tone special teams. Yeah, he did. Vic picks his linebackers playing special. I think Munden jumped try. Yeah, you might be right. I also want to see what they do with what's his face. Damn it, I can't think of his name now. I need a drink. Hold on. Nah, I forgot. I forgot my train of thought. Do I think we bring back Isaiah Rodgers? No. Please no. I don't want Isaiah Rodgers back, but I do want to. Well, maybe they did bring him back. He wasn't. He was really good at the beginning of the year. Then he got exposed late in the year. What up, Clark? How are you? I'm not signing Phillips with that much money. Well, how much? How much? What's your cutoff, Philly D? What are your free agent signing predictions? I don't know yet. I don't have any predictions yet because I have to see who's going to be available in free agency. Right now, we're in a holding pattern because the Super Bowl hasn't happened. We don't know what teams, free agents, like who they're going to sign, who they're going to let go. So a little early for that. But I would target defense more, I think, in free agency, and I think I would go early draft offense, and I would kind of flip it. For Phillips, you may be able to, yeah. I mean, I don't mind Phillips, but although he was very invisible in that Niners game. Do you really want to lose both Bourne and Dean? Reed, comment. He has keeping at least one of your starting linebackers you need is more important than second defensive tackle. I don't know. I think that you need both those defensive tackles. Those defensive tackles, in my opinion. And I like Dean a lot, but I think Dean gets a lot of help from Jordan Davis. Jordan Davis eats up blocks. It frees Nakobe Dean a lot. I think Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter are your two most important guys that have to be signed. As far as losing Bond, you're not losing Bond this year. You're only losing possibly Dean. But I can't. I think if you took Jordan Davis off the field, especially the way he keeps getting better, no, I think it makes the linebackers' jobs harder. Man, Jordan Davis eats up space. He eats up blocks, and those linebackers behind him, they move free because of it. That's a very underrated thing that Jordan Davis does that people don't talk a lot about. And even Nakobe Dean will say the same thing. How he said first priority is his free agents. Yeah, that should be. It should be. You sign your own guys. You know? I really think they need to figure out how to bring Becton back. Well, I think if Becton gets cut, I think you do it. Yeah. I think if he gets cut, I think they bring him back. If I'm Becton, if I get cut by the Chargers and I'm Becton, I'm going right back to Philly. I think, yeah, so I think he'll do it. We can sign Phillips for 3 years, $60 million. 500 hot take, trade Bourne and sign Dean. See, I'm not ready to get rid. See, I don't want to trade Bourne either. I want to keep Bourne and I want to keep Dean. I want to keep them both. That I really want to keep them both. It really depends on what Dean's going to get in the open market. If teams are going to pay him, it's going to be hard for us. But if he's going to do like a 1 year prove it deal, we might keep him 1 more year. How does trading AJ benefit the team? We already found out that KP has issues play calling, but y'all still get rid of AJ. Let's not forget about I don't think it does, Reef. I don't think it helps the Eagles by trading AJ. I don't think you get better trading AJ Brown. You get worse. And that's why I'm not doing it. I have no interest in trading AJ Brown. Yo, Philly, if the Birds trade AJ, what do you honestly think they could get for him? Picks and players? And if so, my honest opinion, is you could get a 4th round pick. Maybe a late 3rd round pick to a 4th round pick. I don't think you're going to do better than that. That's my honest assessment. I don't think you're going to get a 2nd. I would be shocked if they got a 2nd. I don't think I know you're not going to get a 1st. I think you get a late 3rd round pick from a team that's decent, or early 4th from a team that's not. So somewhere around there. I don't think that's worth it, to be honest. Davis is good. Yeah. Would you sign Jair 1 year to compete with cornerback 2 cheap given he wants to come back? Maybe. I think they're going to try. You know? I hope so. I want Dean back. Howie has a lot of holes to fill. Even bring back in the draft, O-line, tight end, wide receiver, cornerback 2. A lot of work. A ton of work. What would be your dream but realistic all season for the Eagles? Who would you sign? I have to see what free agents become available, because I mean it's too early to know who's going to re-sign with a team, who's going to get tagged. So we don't know. But realistically, I would like Jalen Carter and Jordan Davis under contract long term. Somehow find a way to get Dean back. Then I would like to get myself a cornerback, preferably in free agency. And then I'd like Becton to come back. And then I would like to go in the draft, and I'd like to draft young offensive linemen early, and maybe a tight end early, and really go heavy offense. That to me would be a dream all season. And I didn't mention Blankenship because I feel like you could replace him. Would I trade Zach and sign? Probably not right now. I'm not ready to trade Bourne right now. No way. Antoine, welcome to Dingbat Nation, man. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you. So I think we go O-line 1st round, edge 2nd round, corner, tight end 3rd round. We see, yeah, maybe. The thing with going like corner early is would the Eagles go 1st round corner? Is my question. If you go a 1st round corner, then you got to sign Cooper DeJean. You're going to have to sign Q, and now you're going to have to sign another corner down the road. Like, I don't see them doing that. So I think the best scenario is go cornerback in free agency. I'm down for an AJ trade. CD gave Jalen more effort in his Pro Bowl than AJ did all year. Not about talent, it's about fit, team style. AJ's open and not happy. It's going to be tough. I mean, they're going to lose a lot to trade him. But, I mean, we'll see. What was your honest thoughts on how Bourne played? I thought Bourne was okay. I thought Bourne was solid. I don't think he was as good as he was the year before, but I think he was solid. You know? I think where the Eagles were hurt on defense, and their defense was still pretty good, but I thought that the edge rushers really killed the Eagles. I think Nolan Smith had a really bad year. Jalen Hunt got better as the year went, but I think the edge rusher is really what hurt the Eagles, in my opinion. If I trade down, pick Caleb. Oh, I like Caleb Downs, but I mean, we're talking about like a top 10 pick, though, right? I mean, isn't he like a top 10 pick? Yeah, he did. He did. You thought he played poorly against the run? I have to go back and watch. I mean, I don't remember teams killing the Eagles too much with the run. Sometimes on the outside. But, yeah, I mean, I think at the end of the day, I think they're going to keep Bourne one more year. But I still think they might make a play for Dean. Yeah, Nolan Smith was really disappointing. I mean, I really thought that he broke out in the playoffs and he was going to be a stud. Why do you think Pitts will command free agency? Could be enough money to move off Dallas. I don't think he's going to be a ton. I mean, he'll be a decent price, but I think he's affordable. I'll give $8 to $10 million 1 year for Dean. Yeah, I would too. Yeah, hell of a package to trade AJ first and a young wide receiver like. Yeah, and I just don't see that happening. I don't think the Eagles could get a first. I hate that AJ's unhappy. The guy love the top love the guy who's top receiver. Maybe the new offensive coordinator Tyson. Remember who can win with this team. Yeah, exactly. That's my hope. My hope right now is that AJ, they can win him over with the changes on the coaching staff. And that'll kind of, take him off the ledge of wanting a trade. And hopefully that'll win him over. But, I mean, we'll see, I kind of think Nolan has peaked. I don't see him getting double-digit sacks because I don't think he's. Yeah, I don't think you can. I don't think right now we know. I wouldn't give him an extension. I would pick up his option year, and I would give that money to Jordan Davis. Run defense was kind of an issue all year, but the Bears and Giants' first game killed us in the running. Yeah, they killed us on the outside. If you look at most of those runs, it wasn't like up the middle. Like Davis and Carr and those guys did fine. It was the edge rushers couldn't set the edge early on, but it got better. Jalen Hunt especially got better at the end of the year doing that. And the addition of Phillips helped that out a lot too. Nolan Smith, yeah, he's been hurt a lot. I think Wilson will break out. I don't know. Hard to say. Reed gets cooked in speed. He does. Nolan Smith's a bust of now. I'd rather keep Phillips if we can keep extend edge. I hear you. It's going to be a down year. Too many moving parts. Howie 2025 draft is suspect and will not fill the void left by players leaving 10, 7, 9, 8. We'll see. I mean, Richie, it's too early. I mean, we've seen the Eagles make a lot of moves and then have really good teams and then do nothing and then have so-so teams. I don't know. I mean, I honestly don't know how they're going to approach it. Do you feel like Christian Parker was an asset to Philly as a coach? Yeah, of course. I think Christian Parker was a good young coach, and I hated to see him leave, but like I said, we had to keep either him or Clint Hurt. If Clint Hurt is there, I'm okay. But I think Christian Parker is going to be a good coach in this league. Would not be a bad I rebuke. There you go. Kirk says, "What's good, my guy? The offense is going to be better." I think so. I'm excited about the offensive coaches. I really am. I'm excited about it. No doubt about it. Just a reminder, I am going to be on Sill's show at 1:30 today. So look for that, or 4:30 Eastern. So look for that. I'll probably have a video out. I might tonight, or it'll be tomorrow. And then we'll be alive Friday morning again. So I'm going to let you guys go, though. It's time for me to get going on the day. So I got to get going, got things to do. But I want to thank everybody for joining me. It was a lot of fun talking to you guys, and we'll see what happens. Like I said, we're in a holding pattern right now, it feels like. We got to get the Super Bowl out of the way, which I'll be streaming, by the way, and then we can kind of start to see where things are going to, or what's going to happen. But I hope you guys have a great day, great night, and hopefully I'll see you over there on Silly's show. And with that, we out of here. Peace.
Come on, guys. 2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on. Oh, shit! Dad! No! It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off! It's over! Fuck. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dad. That was on you, Dad.
All right, hold on. I just had quite the super chat come in. Dan, my man. Oh my God, Dan, thank you so much for the super chat, man. I appreciate that. So I wanted to give you money for keeping me entertained all year. Wanted to do it last game, but was frustrated. Much love and respect, Dan. Thank you, man. I appreciate that, man. Much love and respect to you, man. I just wanted to come back on and because I just saw that, man. Thank you so much, man. You made my day. You made my day, and I appreciate it, man. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, everybody. And, I will definitely talk to you later, man. Shout out to you, Dan. Thanks again, man. Appreciate it. Peace.
Come on, guys. 2 minutes to go. You have plenty of time.
Come on.
Oh, shit! Dad! No!
It's over! It's over! This game is over! Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay. Congratulations, Green Bay.
I said run the ball.
Congratulations, Green Bay. Dak Prescott, you need to be fired today. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak. That was on you, Dak.
I said run the ball.
That was on Dak Prescott.
Trying to feed him.
Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. Trying to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You tried to feed the CeeDee Lamb. You got to give it to CeeDee Lamb. God. It's over. It's over, Dak. Put Trey Lance in the game. Trey Lance can't do worse than you.
I'm an idiot because I buy into this shit. I buy into this shit. Because here's the thing. I am a grown-ass man. And I talk the talk. It is killing me.
I feel it coming. I feel like it's going to take Jerry Jones taking. Cut it off. It's over.
Fuck.